So my name is Lily, I'm a trainee solicitor and I'm currently in my first seat in commercial property. So I first joined SE-Solicitors back in 2023 after I'd graduated from university. I actually don't come from a law background, I studied Japanese in university, but some of the kind of outside courses that I took involved international law, international relations, politics, and I thought that would be something I would be very interested in after graduating. So I specifically looked for roles in a law firm so that I could initially find out whether, when I actually worked in a law firm, if I actually enjoyed it. So I first started as an admin assistant in our debt recoveries department, and I moved up to legal assistant while I was there, realised I really liked working in a law firm. So I started studying, initially I studied Silex, and then I transferred over once I got the training contract, and now I'm studying for the SQE. And I think for the firm as a whole, there's so many kind of extracurriculars that you can do with SE-Solicitors. I was part of the choir, I'm in the social committee, I've made a lot of good friends here, and I just really liked the supportive atmosphere and thought that that would be a great learning opportunity during the training contract. Working as a trainee solicitor here is really great. I think what stands out for me is just how supportive all the teams are. I feel like within my team, I can literally ask anyone for advice or help. Everyone's happy to kind of offer their wisdom or to check my work. But then I also feel like I have a level of independence and I'm trusted to actually kind of progress files, and that's really helped me build my confidence and realizing that I can do maybe a lot more than I realized. And the work is just always interesting. Everyone's happy to let you kind of have a look at what they're doing, even if maybe it's a little too complex for you to be kind of helping with lots of things. They're happy for you to help out in whatever way you can so that you can kind of build on your experiences and look at different kinds of files as well. I think SE-Solicitors, the best thing is probably the people and the kind of environment that you're working in. I feel like everyone really is supporting everyone else. Everyone wants everyone to succeed, and therefore you really feel like you're protected and looked after in the firm, which I believe really allows for kind of like exponential growth in terms of not only kind of how you're progressing with your legal knowledge as such, but also as a person. Like I feel I've progressed in kind of my confidence with speaking with people and, you know, taking part in extracurricular activities and being involved with other people has just let me learn about different types of people and different cultures and things like that. And it just feels like a very supportive atmosphere to be in. The application process is quite simple and it is set out really well on the SE-Solicitors website. The initial stage is a written application which just has a few questions for you to answer, and I would say the kind of focus on that should be kind of making yourself come out as like who you are as a person so that they can get a good idea of whether you'd fit with the firm. And then after the written application, if you get through to the assessment day, it's pretty much a full-on day with lots of different activities. And there's always people there though that you can ask questions to. The current trainees are there, so you can kind of ask them on their insights and find out a bit more information about what it's really like to be a trainee. And I found that that kind of settled my nerves during the actual assessment day and helped it not be quite so intimidating. And then there's also a final interview at the end where you can kind of talk a bit more about yourself and your experience and what you hope to achieve by having a training contract and your kind of goals in life afterwards as well. I'll finish the seat I'm currently in, my first seat, at the end of February, and then I'll be moving to my next seat, which I currently do not know. But the firm are very keen to place us where we want to go. So they're always checking in, kind of making sure that we've given an idea about what seats we'd like to do. So for me personally, I really want to do a seat in our banking and finance team. I'd like to go to employment, and I think I'd also like to go to family as well. So the firm are aware of that, and they'll do their best to place me in those seats. And I'm really hoping just to I'm very excited to meet different departments and be able to learn from different solicitors. I find that just seeing how other people work and kind of picking up on whether the way they work suits you and kind of building your own individual way of working is something that is kind of invaluable by moving around. And after the training contract, I think it'll be the first time in over a decade where I haven't been studying, so I am quite excited for that. But also just I don't yet know where I want to qualify, so I'll have to make that big decision, and then just kind of settling into working and looking at kind of where I want to progress next in terms of kind of building on my professional skills at that point.